Welcome to Outlander Media Network. I'm Kirby Lee Bailey, and we're at the famous Princess Theater in downtown Harriman, Tennessee, and I'm with the band The Breakfast Club.
Yay.
Hey! Introduce yourselves, guys.
Start here.
I'm Colleen, I play keys and sing.
I'm Kevin, I play drums.
Davey Ray, guitar.
Matt, bass.
Thanks. All right, great. 30 years now. When was y'all's birthday?
Good question.
Oh wow! It was before 30 years. That do I want to say this?
The band's- what's the band's
No. I'm talking about the band itself.
Yeah.
Oh,
You're to
okay.
celebrate 30 years together,
Yeah.
right?
Now I don't know the actual birthday.
So Tracy said that she found a record of a show in November of '93. She thinks there were some shows before that, but that was the first record she
Yeah,
found.
I'm pretty sure there was something.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, what keeps y'all all happy together to do this as long as you have?
It is a fun job.
Yeah, it's
a fun job.
for the fun of it.
Oh yeah.
So,
Yeah.
You get to travel to all these different states, see all these new things, all these new venues. Like this is my first time at the Princess Theater, so like I get to see brand new venues like this. Well, brand new to me, venues like this that have pretty significant like historical significance to the area, and it's great getting to travel, meet new people, see new places. That's my favorite thing.
I mean, that's what I was telling y'all. I mean, I'm originally from this area, and like I said, I graduated, had my graduation
Right
at this
here.
theater. I was telling her back when I was 19, I used to live across the street above one of these buildings.
That's
They
great.
didn't have central air and heating or nothing.
I'm sure it did.
And we
That's
made the
awesome.
horrible mistake of moving in February. And it was a
The
nice
worst of it.
75-degree day that we moved in, and we didn't think nothing about it. And the
Yep.
next morning we had mist coming up our mouth because it bottomed out to 50
My
that
gosh.
night. Thought we were going to die. Went to take a shower, had 30 seconds of hot water.
Welcome to Harriman. Wow.
So where's your favorite place to tour to that you have been all over the place? What's your favorite place to perform at?
You go first. What's your favorite?
Well, we've got a really, I guess the band originally started in Atlanta, but all of us are kind of based in like Raleigh, Durham, Greensboro now, and we get a really good crowd in Raleigh. I
Yeah.
love our Raleigh crowd, obviously sort of a hometown crowd, right? But our concourse crowd and our Capone's crowd are like so excellent.
Yeah, those are fun. Those are definitely fun venues. I would say Raleigh, mainly because I've lived in Raleigh for like the past 15, 16 years. So Raleigh's definitely one of my favorites for that reason.
yeah, North Carolina and Tennessee is definitely good for us.
Orange Peel and Asheville is a good venue.
That's a great one.
Yeah, that
that's
is
good.
such a great venue.
And it's a good venue just by itself. And we've had some
Even if
cool
we're not
crowds.
there, it's still a good
Yeah.
venue.
Yeah.
The shows I've seen that I wasn't playing there were still good shows.
And I
Yeah.
still enjoyed it.
Yeah, I've been to Orangeville, I think one time. I think the only place I've been to in Raleigh, I think it was called the Cadillac Bar.
It's probably Lincoln Theater.
Lincoln Theater,
Yeah,
that's who it
that's where we
was.
play. That's where we play.
Yeah.
On the side it has the Lincoln, yeah.
Yeah, I haven't
Yep.
been there in years.
That's where we
Yeah,
play.
that's-
So
that's
the
that's
place.
like, we just love it there. We love it there. It feels like home.
We'll be there,
January
26th?
There
Yep.
you go.
There it is.
We pieced it together.
was that Friday, Saturday?
And then we're
That's a
back at
Friday.
Concourse on the 4th of February?
February, I think so.
Yeah.
Have y'all played the newer concourse yet?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, about down.
We
New
played like
building?
three or four times, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't
Super
know how many
cool.
not to catch y'all. I've been to concourse, the new one now. I don't know how many times now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I remember the old one.
See, I've never
wow.
been to the old one. I have no
We
clue.
played
but
the
they
old one a
used to
couple of
play it.
times, and then we played the
fine.
Valerian.
When
That
you
was beside it.
international.
Yeah.
You can't play it now. It's a church now, I think.
Wow.
It's an medieval church.
I mean, it's amazing how some of these venues just change, and you're sitting there going, well, where'd that venue go?
So I guess the band back, it wasn't that long ago, maybe 15, 16 years ago, they were playing a club in Knoxville called Blue Cats that they played
Blue Cats,
fairly
I played
often.
there several
They would
times.
have really good crowds there.
Concourse, like I said, I love the new concourse. It's you know, as long as you get the right promoter promoting for you. Like I've noticed that Filthy Nasty is one of the promoters that's starting to promote, and every time I look, if they're promoting a show, it's
Oh, yeah.
showing up on my page a lot
Oh,
now.
cool.
Like if you get them out there, they've been they're gotten real big on the promotion part.
That's good to know.
All right, let's talk about y'all's these bands and videos. I look at y'all's playlist and it's like, it's not like all 80s hair metal. It's like 80s hair metal, 80s keyboards.
Cheese.
I mean,
There's a lot
hell,
of cheese in there.
It's like a jukebox in a live setting. You know, we try to play a little bit of everyone's favorites. Like we want to hit all of them, and so I think we just kind of do our best to compile the best of the best, and we try to change it up as the year goes. Throw some new songs in. If we hear people requesting a song a lot, we're like, all right, time to start working that one up. And so we're always changing what we're doing, but it's you know, we try to do the best of the best and give everybody what they want. So.
Well, see, I was looking at your y'all don't play that entire playlist and whatnot, do you?
Oh yeah,
There's
we have
not.
time.
Oh, yeah.
There's
Yeah.
We
not.
will.
Really?
We'll do it, yeah.
Oh yeah, because
But I think that's a little bit over 3 hours of music.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what I was looking
So
at. I was like,
only if we're
whoa.
scheduled for like 3.5 hours can we really get from top to bottom everything.
Yeah.
But you know, and we always have like a couple extras that we'll take out of our pocket if we're needing to do some more time. We'll bring back some old ones that we may have cut a little while ago or stuff like that. But yeah.
I mean, because I look at your playlist, I was like, wow, they've got, you know,
Yeah.
some little hidden gems in here too, like some
Yep.
keyboard ones.
Yep.
Yep,
Yeah.
Fun cheese.
I mean,
Absolutely.
it's like I was telling her, I saw one of y'all's and I seen this band was Animotion. I saw that on your list. I was like, are you?
Yeah.
They play that on.
That's an old list, and I'd like to get that one going again.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Me and Matt was talking about that.
Cool.
Yeah, I love, you know, like I said, I back in the '80s, like I said, I used to hair bands were my number one,
Oh, yeah.
but I also did the other bands. And so my next question is, are y'all named after the movie? Is that where y'all got your name from?
I think the band actually was a musical entity before the movie came out. The
I
original band,
I
Breakfast Club.
honestly don't know if
I'm pretty sure.
it may have just been something where they pulled out they got the name. Back in the early 90s, there was a band called the Breakfast Club. In the 80s,
It was actually 80s, yeah.
but
Yeah.
they'd stopped and they lost it for some. They gave up the rights to the name, and then management from the Breakfast Club got the rights to the name The Breakfast Club, and it may have been because of the movie, because the movie was pretty popular,
Yeah.
Yeah,
maybe
at that
more
time,
popular than the
yeah.
band actually.
Maybe. Yeah.
Well, the band was popular for one thing, and was Madonna's
Right,
first band.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
you know, I do know that part.
And they had one or two songs that I was familiar with back in the 80s, but only one or two.
Yeah, I always consider them a one-hit wonder because they only had Right on Track.
That's
was the
what
only
I
album
think of it.
only
Yeah.
song I remember from them.
Me too. Honestly.
And I had my
I know.
cassette collection.
Yeah.
So if y'all had to tour with any kind of band, who would you like to tour with now? If you had to tour with a retro band, a new band, it could be anybody.
As the Breakfast Club or individual?
As the Breakfast Club.
Okay.
That's a good question. Gotta be rocking. Whoever it is, it's gotta be some
Yeah.
rocking music.
Ooh, I know. I would like to tour with Joan Jett.
Yeah.
Yeah. It'd be super cool to open for Joan Jett.
That'd be cool.
I thought she was going to open for us.
She
You're the headliner.
I'm sure she'd be down.
That wasn't supposed to be fun.
That's a
No,
good one.
she's pretty awesome.
Yeah. What do you guys think?
I'd be fine with that.
Joan Jett. Yeah, that'd be
I think it'd be kind of neat to play with Baby Now. That'd be pretty awesome.
Baby now.
Oh, yeah.
Get into the metal scene more.
We see, like I say, we got a few '80s bands that we'll catch out later this year.
We didn't expect that at all.
Like I said, we were surprised when we saw Adam Ant was going to be in Tennessee in April.
I saw
Yeah.
that.
Really?
Yeah, we're going to check that one out. We try to check some '80s, and we do the newer bands.
Yep.
I mean, it's something about the '80s though. You know, it was the golden era of music to me. I mean, I grew up in '70s, '80s.
Yeah.
I'm not going to admit my age. I'm 35 and holding.
There you go.
So are all of us.
Yeah.
But you know, y'all came out in '93, and that was when, to me, and my point was that part right there would seem like it was the most dreariest music I've ever heard.
Yeah.
In that
Yeah.
one area from
Yes.
about '91 to about '95.
It was sort of the end of the '80s was '93, and that was a good time to start bringing back '80s music. So So it was kind of a good play. It was 80s before it was popular to play 80s.
Yeah.
And it's been that way ever since, and now there's a million 80s cover bands out there.
Yep.
And the Breakfast Club was one of the first to actually do it as a tribute.
So when y'all were back in the 80s, well, when you think about your 80s, who was your favorite 80s band?
Oh, Iron Maiden.
Yeah,
That's a good pick.
Iron Maiden kicks butt. No slouches in that band. Everybody kicks butt.
I have to say NXS was my favorite band at the time.
Really? I didn't
Yeah.
know that.
Yeah.
I wasn't really around in the 80s. Or too much in the 90s, really.
I
But
don't remember how uncool some of those
growing
bands
up,
were.
my parents, that's all they played was 80s. And so ever since I was little, as long as I can remember, I've been listening to 80s music. And I always stick with this same answer. Huey Lewis and the News is definitely one of my favorites. I'm big into, like, especially nowadays, I listen to a lot of like modern funk stuff, but I always go back to Huey Lewis and the News. They're just kind of like the OGs, and they just know how to mix brass and rock, and just, I don't know, all their songs are just so solid to me. So they're definitely one of my favorites for
So
sure.
I'm assuming that you guys have probably seen Iron Maiden perform.
Yeah,
Yeah,
a
a
couple
few
of
times.
times. Yeah, a couple of times.
Have y'all seen y'all's bands perform?
No.
No.
I've seen
No.
Huey Lewis.
Have you?
I've never seen Iron Maiden, but
Oh, they're unbelievable.
I mean, I'm gonna have to catch them soon
They
because they're not
will
good
do,
for
yeah.
me.
Show,
Yeah.
'cause
They will
they're
still
getting
tour
up there.
around. but
They're actually
it's
older
like-
than us, and that's severely older.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I was telling them. I'm going to see the Scorpions in April, and
Yeah, those cats were doing
Rudolph
videos in
is
1970.
75 years old.
Yeah, they did a farewell tour like 15 years ago.
Let's not talk about farewell tours because I saw the farewell tour for Kiss in 2 different decades. I'm like Dee Snyder. I'll believe they're doing a tour when they're in their coffins.
Yeah.
I mean, I saw them once in the 10s, and I saw them again in the 2001s area.
Okay.
And it's like, are you kidding me? Are y'all going to ever quit touring?
Why would you give it up?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's-
Like you were saying, back to that first question, it's the best job ever.
It really is.
You can't beat it.
Well, I mean, they're already talking about having avatars in 2 years. I was like, how you gonna do that?
Yeah.
But
Yep.
the technology,
You're
It's
right.
there.
you can put out a new album and never leave the studio.
Yep.
Yeah.
I
Absolutely.
mean, ask Ozzy. I mean,
Yeah.
he kept touring. He's still putting out new music because you can add these little extra things that we didn't have back in the 80s.
Yeah.
So much, yeah.
So, where's y'all's next set of shows going to after you leave here?
So we got our club circuit, we'll call it that. And those shows are Johnson City at Capone's on the
20th.
20th.
January
Then we're doing 26th and 27th in Raleigh at Lincoln and Greenville, North Carolina at the State Theater.
Yep.
And then we're going to Concourse on
Yep.
the
Early February.
4th. And that's all I know. Sorry.
That's also all I
I know we're playing Amos's at the end of
In
February.
Charlotte, North Carolina, yeah.
Yeah, and then I think we do the Orange Peel in March.
I was gonna say I know Orange Peel's
Yeah.
on the rotation.
So yeah,
coming up
we're
soon, too.
it's definitely our winter tour time.
Then we try to hit a lot of our venues up between end of January, mid to late March, because we seem to do better. That's usually our best crowd of the year, barring snow. As long as the weather cooperates, we have a good.
Well, good thing about Tennessee, we don't get much snow around here.
And even more so in North Carolina. So.
Yeah.
It's funny though. The last 2 times ago when we played Orange Peel, it snowed that night, and we're all like,
And we had a
"What?
great
Oh
crowd.
no!" And our crowd still showed up. So we're like, the Breakfast Club fans are dedicated.
they were
they'll
into
drive
it.
through snow for us. It was really cool surprise. So
Orangeville's a nice venue too. I've
Yeah.
done that venue.
Yeah.
I've been there once. Oh, I've been on that one.
yeah,
That's
it's nice.
it's a nice little location
It
too.
really is.
If I, of all the, if I had to pick locations that fits me the best, I tell you one of the best was Capone's actually,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
you got somewhere nice to eat.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
The prices
Tons of
are
options.
reasonable there too.
Yep.
Like there's an
Yeah.
Italian restaurant over there that I thought was going to be real expensive. shoot, it was like normal price. I said,
Yep.
how do y'all get away with this? Because when they brought the wine to the table, I said, wait a minute. Another $5, please.
Did I make a mistake?
No, it was like normal prices. There's if you like Italian, it's a good Italian restaurant.
Yeah.
Right
Oh,
down
I've
the street
definitely
from
walked past. I
there.
forget what it's called. It's like the Olive or something like that. I know
Yeah.
exactly what
Yeah.
you're talking
Do you
about.
remember what the name of it was, baby?
No, I don't remember the exact name,
We were
but
shocked. We
I know
walked in there. I was
exactly what
like,
you're talking
oh my God, this is a nice restaurant.
Yo.
They also have the hot dog vendor that sets up outside of Capone's.
Oh, that's right.
And
Also
if
a
you
great
never
restaurant.
had that hot dog, if you like hot dogs, then that's a
How we
really
missed
good-
that hot dog vendor? I have never
No
seen
idea.
them there.
They've got all kinds of toppings on.
Where's that hot dog vendor located at out there?
Usually right beside Capone's, and they'll have
He knows what he's doing.
they'll have corn chips on the hot dog. They'll have all kinds of different toppings. It's
I have never seen that, and we go to Capone's all the time.
Yeah.
I went to the
It's
white
not
white duck taco when I was
Late
there.
night.
That's a good one.
That's where I went when I was there. I was
No,
like,
I
those
did the
tacos
German
are great.
restaurant one time, and I'm not a big German fan because it's
Oh,
just
okay.
so plain.
Oh yeah, gotcha.
But I tell you, one of the other bands that we interviewed out there swore by that. He said, I love this venue because I love this. You know, if you like German food, that's the way to go on
Yeah.
that one.
Wow. That's funny.
We were talking about our favorite hot dog place was actually Marathon Works in Nashville. Have y'all ever been to that venue? And it's,
I don't think I have. No.
We used to do
We played
Exit In.
Exit In.
Oh,
we played
yeah.
Nashville
BB
BB
Kings too.
Yeah, I guess everybody's played there.
it's a great venue. I love the Exit In.
I
we just
read,
did
I
our-
read an article with an old producer who was talking about a band back in back in the '70s that he was going to try to get discovered, and he brought his boss out to the Exit In. Turned out it was Leonard Skinner, and the boss said, "They're a good band, but they don't really have any good songs." So he didn't get to pick them up.
Man, you never know with some of these artists. I remember I saw one at the Open Chord in Knoxville. This guy named Youngblood. I don't know if you've ever heard of him.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He played the open chord, and you couldn't even move in there. And I was like, "This is gonna be the next big thing."
Yeah.
And my God,
Absolutely.
I saw the next time I saw was at a Sin Theater in Nashville.
Yeah.
Now it's
at the
now
Ample
he's just
Theater.
on the radio all the time. Yeah.
What? I mean,
Crazy.
sometimes you'll find a band like that will hit it big. Just you don't never know with these bands. That's
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, I love the smaller venue bands. And I do the big ones, but the smaller venue ones, you have so much fun because you got a closer look.
So much more intimate.
Yeah.
You actually feel like the musicians see you and interact with you at these smaller club
Yeah.
shows. They're my favorite. I would choose a small club show any day over an arena show. I love the small like intimate space.
And from the stage too, like honestly, like I love the Orange Peel as a venue,
Mhm.
but like this size where the people can come right up to the stage, like that's my jam. I love to be able to like actually like see the people and like talk to them.
It's all about energy.
Yeah.
It's all about the energy.
Let's see. There was a venue we did one time. Where was it at? Camera person with the warehouse and the Connexes and stuff.
oh, salvage yard.
The salvage yard. You ever been there?
Where's
It's,
that? I forget the
Asheville.
that.
Asheville.
Asheville.
Oh, I've heard of it. I've never been
Yeah.
there. I've heard of it.
Yeah.
Everything's got like little Connexes around it. That's where
Okay.
your dressing rooms are.
Oh wow.
It was a cool
It was
venue.
called the salvage. It was awesome. If you ever look at a cool venue, that's a real cool kind of stage to play.
I know some
too.
bands that play there, so I'll have to check it out.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, we tried to travel. I don't know how many venues I've been to. I've lost track of them.
You gotta write them all down.
Like, have you ever picked one that you don't like to do? Is there any ones you don't like to do?
Nope, we love them all.
Good man.
The politically correct answer.
There was I don't think I've ever had a venue that I dreaded to go to.
There's just
anyway.
been a few, if we don't like them, we don't go back. So the ones that we play, they're the ones that are good to us
And we try to be
And
good
pay
guys.
and they pay us.
I will
If they try to not pay us, we're probably not going to go back.
Yeah, I will say the ones that I personally, I guess I would dislike the most are not venues. I love all the venues we play. It's like when we're hired for, and this is not always the case, but certainly country clubs and stuff, if like they don't know there's live music and they show up and they're not interested in live music, they'll all kind of go to their own separate place and then we end up playing for 0 to 5 people. And those are always like a little awkward and uncomfortable. But that is not always the case because sometimes people are super into it and sometimes the country club shows are the best shows. So it's super hit or miss. But
Like, I see your point on that because I remember I did a show. It was in I think Bristol.
Okay.
And it was a VFW, and Crazy Town was playing at it. And you've heard of Crazy Town, right?
I have not heard of it.
Well, they were playing, and it was at this VFW, and the same night, Tennessee basketball was playing, and I felt bad for them because there was nobody watching. I was there for the show. I wasn't there for the basketball
Exactly.
game. I was there for the show, but hell, there was only 15 of us standing up there, and everybody was over crowded by the TVs and stuff. I was like, what in the?
Yep.
We get that a lot.
Yeah, and not for nothing. I mean, we love the venues, and people usually treat us really well no matter where we are. But yeah, I mean, it's hard to, like, we know our music, and we, you know, the four of us have been playing for like a year and a half now together. And Kevin and I joined the band about the same time last year.
Yeah, in like mid-August last year is when we
Yeah, and so we all feel really comfortable together, but you know, we're definitely wanting to like have a little bit of like interaction and energy from the audience so that we can give that back, right? And so that's the only thing is, you know, if people aren't prepared for like what the energy we're bringing, it's like there's a little bit of a mismatch, right?
Right, I
Yeah.
get that.
Yep.
But it's like it happened to us in another venue. It was in Kentucky. It was this one called the Fort.
Okay.
And it was another Legion Hall, and there was a performer playing in there, and there was only 7 of us in the venue, and there was a separate bar that had 90 people in it, and you couldn't even watch it.
Yeah.
Why don't you just let these jokers over here and
Yep.
catch us out? It didn't make no sense. And it was one of those interviews that we didn't feel safe going outside an interview. We did an interview in a broom closet, trying to make little space. It was very entertaining. But you know, danger level wise, of all the venues, and I'm probably going to one again this month, is Atlanta. Is the Masquerade, the new Masquerade. I don't know.
Haven't been to the new
No.
I've been there either.
Have you been to the old one? The one that used to be on the.
Yeah, but that was a long time ago, yeah.
Yeah, they shut down about 5-6 years ago, and then they moved to the new one downtown on Martin Luther King Boulevard. Oh my gosh.
See, the band was based out of Atlanta for a long time, so we had a couple of venues that we played right down in the Atlanta area. And then eventually we all moved. Right, so
Yeah.
Migrated.
Got to get further, got to get outside the Atlanta traffic area, and then that pushed me all the way into South Carolina.
I mean, that's where the Atlanta traffic stops.
Like we just went to a venue not too long ago, and I wish more venues would do this. We were at Buckhead Theater, used to be called the Roxy,
Yeah, we played there.
And-
We did a Christmas party there.
and I wish more venues would have wooden floors on the bottom, because that thing's made out of wood on the bottom. It's so much softer on
So
my
much
body
better. Yeah.
than being on that hard old
Yeah.
concrete.
We missed it. So we did a Christmas party there, and at the end of the Christmas party, the guy that was playing Santa was walking down the street, and he was trash. And if I had a camera then, I could have filmed the drunkest Santa ever. I mean, he was just all over the sidewalk.
You can't even fake that. In the TV movies, when the drunk Santa is like, it was real.
That's amazing.
Yeah, that was, like I said, I did that show, we were there for, it was actually Aquas who we were there for. They sing the Barbie Girl song.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah. There you go.
But like I say, we're a little wild and,
Yeah, y'all are into all kinds of stuff.
well, like I said, we were talking about earlier this year, we went to March in Pittsburgh, because it was another bucket list band, and it was actually the Village People,
Oh, wow, that's so cool.
which was really way out of,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They taught me how to dance.
well, we didn't know any better back then, because, you know, back then, I was like, I was young when that music came out, I was like, man, talking to my parents, this is the coolest band in the world. There's a construction worker,
Yeah.
a policeman. I didn't know anything about that. But I was a kid when that came out.
Which one
Yeah.
of them was playing the horns and which one was playing the bass?
I just assumed that they were playing their instruments without, because they were.
Somehow they're magically playing instruments.
So, I'm gonna wrap this up so y'all can get ready for tonight. I appreciate y'all taking time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Thank
thank
you.
you.
Hey, and follow Breakfast Club on all social media outlets. Follow them on Facebook,
But
YouTube, Spotify.
No Spotify. We got.
So
Do the speech.
So Facebook, we are The Breakfast Club USA.
Okay.
Instagram, we are at The Breakfast Club Rocks, and TikTok, we are also at The Breakfast Club Rocks. On YouTube, I believe it's just The Breakfast Club Band.
It's the Breakfast Club USA.
It's The Breakfast Club USA, okay, yeah.
And I just
And then
got
thebreakfastclub.com.
high-speed internet, so there's gonna be some new videos on YouTube.
Oh,
Some new
sweet,
stuff.
yeah.
And y'all look great, can't wait to see y'all play. What time do y'all go on tonight?
9 o'clock. 9
9
to 11. Yeah.
9 to 11?
That gets
Yeah.
everyone outside to see the ball drop out in the street, I believe. It's
Yeah.
happening out there, so.
Hopefully we'll get to be there too.
Yep.
Are y'all
Yeah.
gonna play all indoors, right?
Yeah.
We're just doing the indoor part, and then I think a DJ is gonna bring us into the new year outside.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, I didn't have no clue what that
Yeah.
I was just talking
we got
about
the
that.
inside scoop.
We also got the inside stage, which is really nice.
Yeah, you won't be out there, 'cause it's getting chilly quick out
It's
there.
cold,
I reckon
yeah.
we're supposed to get the 20s tonight.
Yep.
Yeah, guitars.
Brought my
Some
bundles.
good times tonight.
Oh yeah.
And we're out of here. Thanks a lot. Outlander Media out of here.